Second down, back to Sanders.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Fancy footwork at the 45. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Sanders.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 62 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They'll throw again, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Folk connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Prescott now from the 50. Right side caught by Jackson.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Prescott from the gun. A solid stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup on the 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's caught by Sanders. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Bears who come.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Play action now, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 52
catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Prescott yet again. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
The Eagles on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
And connected quickly with Goedert.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They go back to the ground with Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Another run here with Sanders.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. It's a second down run with Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11. Hurts going to keep it again.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?